also want to ask you about the South. I mean, in 2016, you ran basically equal with Hillary Clinton everywhere in the country except the South, where she really ran the table against you. That seems to be happening again. You didn't reach even 20% of the African American vote anywhere in the South. In North Carolina, you actually did worse. You did 19% with African American voters in 2016. That dropped 2 points last night. What is going wrong with your campaign when it comes to competing in the South and competing specifically for black voters?
Well, let me just give you the other side of the story, is that in California, if my memory is correct, we received 39% of the votes of people of color, which were Latinos, Asian Americans, and African Americans. If I am not mistaken, I haven't studied these results, we probably won the young people African American vote, probably in all of those states.
But in California, you're being well outpaced by Joe Biden among black voters.
Well, we are winning among people of color in a very significant degree.
Let's talk about black voters, though, specifically, because it has been a persistent problem. You knew it was a problem in 2016. It might have cost you the nomination then, but it hasn't gotten better.
Yeah, well, we're running against somebody who has touted his relationship with Barack Obama for 8 years. Barack Obama is enormously popular in this country in general and in the African American community. Running against Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton was enormously popular. So I don't think, if you look at some of the national polls, in fact, there have been some polls recently that we were running ahead of Biden in the African American community. So it's not that I'm not popular. You know, Biden is running, you know, with his ties to Obama, and that's working well.
But let me be specific. I mean, in 2016, you knew that was a problem.
In 2016, we were running against Hillary Clinton. I was virtually unknown. Now we're running against Barack Obama's vice president, who was very, very popular. What I'm saying to you, Rachel, is that if you look at the polling out there, I am not unpopular in the African American community.
Are you satisfied with your numbers among African American voters?
Of course not. We want to do better. We're doing very, very well with the Latino community. We're doing very well with the Asian American community. And we have to do better. So we're going to try to do better. We have a great group of surrogates who are out there working hard on this thing. I think we will do better. I think the vote in the North will be different than the vote in the South. But, you know, we're running against some tough competition there.